Where's it going now? To there, everybody, this is Jordan Jones on Mario Sports Mix in 4K. Let's beat the last tournament mode, the last stage of the Mushroom Cup. In Sports Mix mode, it's totally random what sport it would be. And it's at the hardest difficulty possible, so we're going to make sure we react and not anticipate. We'll see how we do. I bet we'll do pretty good. It's just the Mushroom Cup. It's still easy, even on Expert Tournament. The Mushroom Cup's still easy. We're using fast characters versus against, okay, hockey. We're going to use the buffer strategy with hockey. I'm buffering, bottom right corner on my nunchuck. And we're just going to swing. As soon as we swing, we'll go the earliest frame possible to get that corner. We're just going to repeat this buffer strategy 12 times in a row. I've explained the buffer strategy in the past, so you should know how you do the buffer strategy. If you have any questions about how to do that buffer strategy, you can feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I'll gladly answer them for you. This should be pretty simple. If you don't like the buffer strategy, because there is another way to do it that's still pretty simple. That makes it a lot easier if you don't like the buffer strategy. You can just pass it like this to somebody and do combos like that if you don't really like the buffer strategy. Because buffer strategies are a little bit difficult to get used to in video games, especially in this one. In this game, it's not as easy as doing it in Punch-Out, but while Mario Sports Mix LP was much more difficult than all the Punch-Out LPs I did, well, it is a much more difficult game than Punch-Out. And I've enjoyed making a Let's Play of one of the most difficult games on the Wii, Mario Sports Mix. You're going to have to practice this game a lot. Because if anybody does tutorials on this game, it'll not make the game easy. It requires a bit of practice to beat the game, especially if you're doing anything like I'm doing, Sports Mix mode. However, if you know how to use the hockey buffer strategy, and hockey is the main sport where buffer strategies are extremely important. If you ever played New Super Mario Bros. Wii and you hold down 2 before a level starts, Mario will not jump. You cannot buffer Mario's jumps, but you can buffer your character's movements on Mario Sports Mix, and you can buffer Little Max punches on Punch-Out. We're just going to do this buffer strategy over and over again. As long as you can do the buffer strategy, you should be able to do Sports Mix mode no problem with this hockey. There's a buffer strategy I think I know with every sport, but I don't really know a buffer strategy of volleyball. I do know a buffer strategy in dodgeball, and I also know a buffer strategy in basketball you can do. Buffer strategy in basketball is somewhat similar to the one you use in hockey. Okay, so we scored 13-0. We're doing pretty good. If you two both get the puck like that, all you have to do is just shake your Wiimote side to side. Very simple. I've enjoyed this Let's Play of one of the most difficult games on the Wii, Mario Sports Mix. It's been a fun Let's Play. And we'll get it done soon. Don't worry. It'll be done eventually. You can also check out my tutorials that I've made on my other video games and the Let's Plays I've done of the other video games. You can also check out those if you're interested. So if you can pull off the buffer strategy in hockey, it's easy for hockey on Sports Mix mode as long as you can pull off the buffer strategy. If you can't do the buffer strategy, you can just go through and do it the normal way. And you'll be able to do it just fine if you do it the normal way. Or you can do the combos like you do in basketball. Basketball, the easiest way to do basketball is just to do the combos. Okay, so this should be pretty simple. Let's see what we can do. Come on. If we can keep the buffer strategy going, this will be pretty easy with the buffer strategy. But if you're not able to do the buffer strategy, can't get the buffer strategy to work, you can just go through and do it like you do in basketball. Just pass it, and then just do combos like that, like people told me in the comments. And this is really the whole thing all you do in Sports Mix mode. Sports Mix mode is one tournament where buffer strategies can be extremely important. Even professionals at the game can lose in Sports Mix mode easily. I want to say this. The most important thing I can say when you're doing this tournament, do not try to anticipate. You need to learn how to react to what they're doing. They have more time than you think to score. You can barely even do it, win, and you'll be able to do it just fine. So they did not even score once, and we're getting lucky. Normally they score a lot. Because I'm going to do the buffer strategy again. Buffering. We're buffering the directions we move. The buffer strategy might work with the Wiimote sideways, but works mostly with the Wiimote nunchuck. And if you score the buffer strategy and they hit you, you still make it every time. It works 100%, I promise. I messed up. I was trying to shake my Wii remote, and sometimes they shake it faster than you, and sometimes they'll get it. That can happen in Sports Mix mode. Come on, give me the puck. Give me the puck. If I can do the buffer strategy, okay. If they score once, that's normal. That's normal. If they score just once, that's normal. That's normal. If they steal it from you, even trying to do the buffer strategy, because it's 100% with any other difficulty, but not as 100% with Sports Mix mode. Now, Sports Mix mode is not made to be every time. You'll have to practice it a lot. Not only you'll practice it, but it's just whatever the randomness is. If you're winning, it's just some kind of randomness. I think it's by a random number generator or something. I'm not sure. If you know any better strategies for me to beat more Sports Mix mode, please feel free to tell me in the comment section below, and I'll gladly be able to use those strategies. If you know of any better strategies you can do, please feel free to leave it in the comment section below, and I'll gladly be able to use those. We're just going to repeat the buffering. We're buffering right now. We're repeating this strategy. This is the best strategy and the most effective thing to do. This is extremely simple to help you beat Sports Mix mode. It's the easiest way to beat it. Just use 2-on-2s. Do not use 3-on-3s for this. You can, if you want to, use 3-on-3s, but I don't recommend it because it's very difficult. So just do it this way. And you will be able to do it just fine. And the most important thing is do not anticipate. React. If they have a star power, they're going faster. So as long as you can do the buffer strategy, even if they have... Okay, let's see if I can do block this. Okay, so this is getting made to do running away like that to avoid these hearts. And it's not made to be stopped. It's kind of hard to stop, but with practice you'll be able to do it. Pitcher special is kind of hard to stop in hockey. If you can, go for it. But if you can't, it's okay. They're not giving me the advantage. But they're giving me the advantage to win, but they're not giving me the advantage to score right now. But even if I'm using the buffer strategy, I'm buffering everything I'm doing. That means I'm doing every movement at the earliest frame possible. Okay, if you can get right here in the goal and score, great. This is very difficult. But a little bit of practice is good to do. Just like everything else, you'll get it. Practice makes perfect, you'll get it. We're doing pretty good. I barely even scored. Excuse me. And this will be the Mushroom Cup in Sports Mix mode. We're gonna win. Definite for sure we're gonna win. Okay, that's all I have to do. We won. I've enjoyed this Let's Play so much at Mario Sports Mix in 4K of a Let's Play on one of the most difficult games on the Wii, Mario Sports Mix. And I'm so looking forward to doing new LPs in the future. Okay, I scored 19 in the first period and they scored nothing. Then they scored 3 and I scored 10 in the second period. And then let me know in the comment section below what 2 characters you want me to use for the Sports Mix Flower Cup, and I would be glad to use those characters. I did not lose yet so far. Excuse me. Now enjoy the award ceremony. Wow, that was a really easy Sports Mix Mode Cup to do. Even the Mushroom Cup is easy. The Mushroom Cup, even in Sports Mix Mode, is easy. We're not going to do secret routes in this mode because they're too difficult. So I'm not going to worry about doing that. And next time we'll do the Flower Cup in Sports Mix Mode. If you know any tips that will help me beat it easier, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And I'll be glad to use those strategies that you'll leave in the comment section below. But please vote in the comment section below to see what 2 characters you want me to use for the Sports Mix Flower Cup, and I'll be glad to use those characters. Just let me know in the comments below what 2 you want me to use. Okay, everybody, that was it. That was helpful. Never give one.